awesome people? Welcome back to Geek Visits Entertainment. I'm your host, as always, Hoover. And we got an impromptu episode we doing here right now. Y'all know I usually do my news drops on like a bi-weekly basis. We just dropped an episode last week. Go check that out if you haven't already. So this week was the break, and then next week we would have came back and it had our good old fashioned, I probably should have started off with my solo cam here for this part. And then I had my good old fashioned, and then next week we would do the next news drop and have all the news stories. But yeah, gaming just decided to come and just take a big old dump on your boy. This week we got a lot of shit, a lot of shit that got revealed this week. So we're gonna be talking about it all here right now today, just to kind of go over it real quick in a real short, sort of quick news update edition here. We're gonna be talking about right now. So let's go ahead and just talk about some of the stuff that happened that I kind of want to mention that happened this week. First things first, the fucking Super Mario Galaxy trailer just came out. Again, I saved it. I ain't watched it yet. I was gonna save it for the news drop next week, but I figured like it's already been quite some time, so I was like, fuck it, we'll just check it out. We'll just watch it. So let's go ahead and just watch that here. I'll put that on full screen.
Hey, big guy!
Oh,
You wanted to see us?
don't move, I'll be right up. Sipping the soup, cleaning the paint. Boodle-doo, boodle-doo, and also trim the bonsai bush. Here we go.
It just spends his time painting.
Hey, Luigi. What's up, Mario? Behold, I made a masterpiece for Princess Peach. What do you think?
Love the colors!
It's trash.
How dare you look at my masterpiece and say that?
I'll burn the skin off your bones!
Wow. Sorry about that. That's the old Bowser talking. Still working through my demons, I suppose. Anyway, I need my 8 hours or else I really turn into a monster.
Oh shit, got a little Mario Kart. Oh shit, ain't that? Is that fucking Fall Guys? Hey, Bowser Jr., we talked about that in the last episode too.
I'm Bowser Jr., and I'm gonna be taking my father now!
Is that just Jack Black? Again. What's old girl's name?
Princess Rosalina,
There we go.
you're coming with me.
In theaters this April. Is that just fucking? Is that just is that just Jack Black again doing the voice? Yeah, so there we go. They also said, I don't know if they said it. Also seen. I think they mentioned that the voice actress. Oh, it's Brie Larson. Okay, cool. It's Brie Larson who's voicing her. Cool. So there you go. The Super Mario Brothers movie, Super Mario Galaxy movie, looks pretty cool. That one shot looked like one of the levels from whatchamacallit. This looks like a level from Super Mario Odyssey. It was like the newest game. That's what that looks like. But yeah, so we got the Super Mario Brothers trailer, so that's cool there. We got that. We'll look at it real quick. Marvel Rivals, the new season of that just dropped. I did say I was going stop talking about Marvel Rivals because I don't play it too much. But I've been saying, if they introduce 2 heroes, I'll probably come back. And one of them was Gambit. And shockingly enough, Gambit is actually a fucking
Incoming dishes.
strategist in this. He's a healer, which everybody kind of figured he was gonna be a damn DPS. But no, he's a strategist, which is cool. I watched this already, but I just think, we'll just
Make way for the king of teams.
I don't want my shit having issues. If we keep having issues, then this just won't be a video. We'll just have it in the video. But yeah, the other one was the other person was Cyclops, who they have teased heavily in his video. What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck's going on. Whatever. But the other thing, Steam revealed that they are going to be having a brand new hardware. They got a new console coming out, which is pretty fucking cool. Again, I haven't watched this because I was
Hey everyone, this is Steam Deck.
my
Steam
shit.
Deck is our powerful, portable, handheld gaming PC that lets you take your Steam library with you anywhere. We're pretty proud of it. People who own Steam Decks have been playing everywhere, and we couldn't be happier with the response we've heard from all of you. We're excited to talk about the future of Steam Deck, but not today, because this isn't a video about the future of Steam Deck. This is a video about the future of Steam hardware. Today, we're announcing 3 new members of the Steam hardware lineup. All connect you with powerful PC gaming. All are optimized for gaming with Steam, and all are shipping in early 2026.
Oh shit!
Let's start with this one. This is the new Steam controller. The new Steam controller puts all of your Steam games at your fingertips, so you can play wherever and however you want. Just like with Steam Deck, we want you to be able to play any game with your Steam controller, even games never built with a controller in mind. It has all the great features from Steam Deck, like trackpads, gyro, and back buttons, all in a comfortable form
I
factor.
love trackpads on
Its
controllers
next
nowadays.
generation magnetic thumbsticks let you play with improved responsiveness and longevity. We've put capacitive touch sensors on the thumbsticks and now on the back of the controller too, so you can enable precision gyro aiming with the touch of your thumb, or your pinky if you're feeling fancy. Play for way too long with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery that allows for over 35 hours of playtime. With Steam Controller, we want to make charging and wireless pairing something that's actually easy. That's why we created the Puck. The Puck is a combination wireless adapter and magnetic charger included with every Steam controller. Snap it on to charge. Once you're charged up, snap it off again. You can play over Bluetooth or a wired connection too.
That's nice.
The new Steam controller works with any device running Steam or Steam Link, whether it's a PC, Mac,
So now you
handheld,
got a controller
smartphone,
for
Steam
Steam
Deck,
Deck, too.
or the new Steam machine. Oh, this is the new Steam machine.
I seen it's a fucking cube. It's a little game cube.
Steam Machine is a powerful gaming PC in a small but mighty package,
That customizable
designed for your
too.
games on the big screen. It's quiet too, which is crazy since it's 6 times more powerful than a Steam Deck, powered by a discrete, semi-custom AMD GPU, enabling 4K gaming at 60 frames per second with FSR. Steam Machine
4K,
runs SteamOS made for a bigger screen, built for gaming in your living room, your office, or wherever you play, with the rest of your PC accessories. Steam Machine borrows some great features from Steam Deck, like lightning-fast sleep and wake, an SD card slot to easily expand your storage, and brings some new tricks of its own, like a customizable LED strip, which can show different system functionalities, or your own light show. Steam Machine is a PC, so run whatever software you want, and it works with
shit.
all your favorite desktop and gaming accessories. Steam Machine is designed to work hand in hand with the Steam controller.
Now this is crazy because this is basically what Xbox was saying that they were going to be doing with their next generation console. They done beat these niggas in a punch.
The low latency, wireless connectivity of the Steam controller puck built right in. And it's great for streaming your games to your phone, tablet, laptop, Steam Deck, or Steam Frame. Oh, yep, this is Steam Frame.
Okay, VR. I don't really care about too much about that.
Steam Frame is Valve's next generation VR hardware. Stream all your Steam games, VR and non-VR alike, in this comfortable, lightweight, wireless VR headset. Steam Frame uses camera-based tracking, so getting into your games is as easy as slipping on the headset and waking it up. Steam Frame controllers, included with the headset, are designed with all the inputs you need for your VR titles, like motion controls and capacitive tracking for all your fingers, as well as a split gamepad layout to work with your whole Steam library. They even feature the same magnetic thumbsticks as Steam Controller for responsiveness and longevity. Steam Frame also pairs seamlessly with the new Steam Controller, a great companion for playing non-VR games in the headset. To make sure streaming is smooth and stable no matter—
How the fuck does that work? Why do you got the headset on, but you still got it on the TV though? Granted, I don't play VR. I don't know how it works, but that just
matter what.
Kind of redundant.
Steam Frame includes a wireless adapter that lets you stream your games from your PC to your headset over a fast and dedicated Wi-Fi 6 connection. And the game is streamed to your frame optimized for VR, using new technology that allows for the highest resolution streaming exactly where your eyes are looking. And Steam Frame is a PC, running Steam OS. In addition to streaming, you can install and play a bunch of VR and non-VR games right in the headset without a host PC. You can also expand your onboard storage to fit even more games with a micro SD card. Steam Controller, Steam Machine, and Steam Frame. All built with the same DNA as Steam Deck, all powered by Steam, work together, and can be used however you'd like, with whatever peripherals and accessories you choose. Everything you see here is the culmination of what we've learned from our previous hardware experience and what we've wanted ourselves as gamers. Powerful PC gaming in an open ecosystem giving you more ways to enjoy the games you love and discover new ones. Steam Controller, Steam Machine, and Steam Frame are all shipping in early 2026. Learn more at steampowered.com/hardware.
So this is crazy. You know, it's funny because we just talked about how mentioning the fact that Xbox was basically saying they were doing this same thing for their next console generation. It's so funny because there's also been it's been seeming like Xbox is kind of shifting out of the hardware business, which was kind of worrying because it just meant it'd just be, Sony and Nintendo, mostly Sony for like the more casual, every man, every day home console. But now they're getting into the mix, and even more importantly, they're getting into the mix with it's basically like I'm not gonna lie, like if I was younger, when I was younger, if this came out when I was like younger, this probably would have been something I'd have been fucking with, because I was definitely one of those people who was always like, I'm not gonna get a fucking gaming PC because that shit expensive as hell. You gotta update your shit like every year, so you gotta have money to spend on updating your shit like every year. I was like, I don't really care about that. I just care about, the gaming experience. I don't care about the high end, high speed, frame rates and, FPS and super high end graphics. I was like that, and I was very ignorant until I decided to actually start looking into and learning about shit. And, now here I am with my own PC that I built. But not gonna lie, this would have been something I would have fucked with back in the day. It's like for people who are like that, but are interested in PC gaming, but kind of still have the wrong sort of thoughts and ideas about what goes into PC gaming, or somebody who just like, because I'm not gonna lie, it's still the barrier for entry, because it's still like, if something goes wrong on your shit, it's kind of on you. You know what I mean? You could take it to a shop to get individual pieces fixed, but you still kind of have to figure out what's going on, as opposed to if something goes wrong with your console, you just ship it back to Microsoft or Sony and they fix it up for you. But yeah, this is really cool. It puts it puts another viable market into the home console space. When there's worries that Xbox is kind of going to exit out, that would have left us with just Sony and Nintendo. It's a nice bridge between people who are still like hardcore casual console players who might be interested in jumping over to PC. This is a nice way for them to get into it. And like I said, it actually is a fucking PC, especially nowadays, when you have so many people trying to get into like the content creation or the streaming world. They have a PC that's probably gonna be cheaper. It's a lot smaller. It takes up space, but it can still do everything the PC does. But of course, I don't know if they will kind of keep it going if they talk about the price later. But yeah, this is really cool. And also, it's dropping early next year. So now they're getting ahead of the next console generation. The next PlayStation, the next Xbox. Xbox has to be like, Xbox might low-key kind of be pissed right now. Because now fucking Valve and Steam have come out and did the exact thing they're supposed to be doing with their console coming up next. So that's pretty funny. But this is cool, man. Like if I was still at the point where I was still thinking about getting into PC gaming, but haven't made the jump just yet, this would have definitely been jumped right to the top of my list. Kind of the same way the Xbox ROG Ally, I was interested in that until the fucking price came out. So the thing is, it's all about the price. So we'll have to see what's coming along with the price. So yeah. Motherfucking Steam has some new consoles, some new hardware out. So good news there. That's really good news. I think that was it for my video portion for YouTube. Another big thing that came out, Black Ops 7. Let me reload these with my fucking ad blocker on. Black Ops 7 just came out. That dropped over this weekend. And apparently the game is not doing very well among fans. Issues with AI usage and a lot of the art. I've seen it, and it's kind of easy to tell that it definitely is AI. The campaign is kind of shit. For what I've been hearing, the goddamn campaign is basically it's a co-op mode. It's an always online. So there's no pausing, there's no taking breaks. You can play by yourself, but the game is catered to 2 to 4 person co-op. So if you're playing by yourself, you're gonna be in for a bad time. Really, I'm getting like Destiny 1 feels. Like I remember I was one of those suckers where it was like, yeah, Destiny, it's meant to be a multiplayer game, but you can play by yourself and still have just as much fun. And my dumbass was one of the people who got it and played it by themselves. And it was cool, but then when I play with other people, I immediately seem like, yeah, this game is meant to and so much better if you play with other people. So it's kind of like that. But yeah, it's online. It's basically just like a bunch of reused fucking like I think it's like a bunch of just Warzone maps, a bunch of fucking reused zombie maps. The story is fucking like weird and just has you kind of just jumping through like time and different basically they catered the story just for you to go back and replay old maps they already had, so they didn't have to make too many new maps. There's players for the multiplayer and zombie. The game is in hot water. The AI usage, the fully co-op campaign got a lot of flack for being absurd and far from the supposed standard series. Yeah, apparently they've deviated so far left in this fucking campaign. It doesn't even feel like a Call of Duty campaign no more. So yeah, the Metacritic is pretty damn low. People are not digging this at all. I believe the Steam DB sales are pretty low, which you don't want to put too much stock into because, again, it is Call of Duty, a very casual game. So I'm willing to bet that a ton of its fan base are console players. So, you know, you don't want to put too much into the Steam DB. But yeah, a lot of people are just not digging this campaign, especially for Call of Duty, which has always been... that's what is pretty much why I've talked about it before. I've always been a Call of Duty guy as opposed to a Battlefield guy, because Battlefield was always more of the cooperative, objective-based, team-centric first-person shooter, while Call of Duty was to me was always more of it had the multiplayer, but it was also still campaign and story heavy and story focused, so it focused more to a person like me who was a single player gamer. So it always had that in mind, and now this one seems to have just completely just gotten rid of all that shit. Very reminiscent of the controversy from Modern Warfare 3, the 2023 version, not the original version. Where basically, again, it seemed like it's just a bunch of fucking reused shit. Nobody's really liking the campaign, nobody's really liking the bosses, so Black Ops 7 is seeming to probably be one of, which is funny because Call of Duty, they're probably having the most competition they've had in a while. Battlefield 6 dropped. Everybody's loving it. Everybody's doing it. Arc Raiders, the extraction shooter, is making waves in the gaming community right now as well. So it has a lot of competition right now. And for them to kind of come out and drop a stinker like this is probably a really bad sign. And you know the whole worst thing about this is Activision and Blizzard can take the negative reception they've heard from this game, but the problem is it's not gonna be reflected until like fucking 3 years from now, when whichever team it is that did this one is making the next one, because you know they got 3 teams working on Call of Duties year round, so the other 2 are probably too far in fucking development for them to actually have the time to react to this and implement those changes into the next Call of Duties next year's and whichever one is after that one. So it is what it is. That's what's the thing. All right, and then the final thing is the thing that really made me kind of jump on here and go like, all right, I should probably record something to get this out. The Game Award nominees just dropped today, like literally a few fucking hours ago. It's been so much so that the actual fucking site is I would believe it's getting so much fucking traffic that the motherfucker's just crashing continuously. I haven't even been able to get on the bitch. As you can see, I got the official site. I'm trying to get on it, but as you can see, it's just not working. So I was gonna do this because I did it last year. I was really excited to do it this year because I feel like I've really expanded my gaming palette to really kind of be a little bit more, on notice, knowledgeable, and experienced in some of the game nominations this year. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to vote on this one, but we'll be looking through the nominees, and I'll basically tell y'all who I would vote for in those categories. And then at some point down the line, I'll actually get on the website and actually vote. But yeah, so the Game Award nominees just announced. Claire Obscure, Death Stranding 2, and Ghost of Yotei score major nods in the Game of the Year contest. I told you this might be in the Game of the Year contest. So I played a lot. I'm currently playing this. I have not gotten to, of course, Yotei and Outer Worlds 2 just yet, because those are all my back catalog right now. But yeah, so the nominees during a live stream on Monday, that's today. While there were some expected picks, it was certainly, for some reason, I also didn't get news that was dropping today. Because if I knew that ahead of time, I would have been playing for it. It was certainly a big year for indies. Claire Obscure's Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silk Sons are all up for Game of the Year. Nice. I hate that they put Game of the Year at the top of the list. I kind of want to build up to it. But it's right here, so I guess we'll just go into it. Those three are joined by Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Man, that's kind of crazy. Granted, the 3 I did think would be up there are up there. Death Stranding, Claire Obscure's Expedition 33, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 were like all the Game of the Year nominees that I kind of had in my mind the fact that Donkey Kong Bonanza and Hades 2 got on the list, for them to be later additions in the year, and then of course Donkey Kong Bonanza being a Switch 2 exclusive, kind of crazy they got up there. Expedition 33 is the most recognized with 12 nominations. Death Stranding 2 and Yotei both have 7 noms. Now the nominees have been revealed, the next round of voting begins. The voting jury will also select nominees for categories like RPG, narrative, and many more. Basically, have to vote for the Game of the Year too, so I got time to do it. So we might try later on in the week and see what we got. All right, you know what? I am gonna work my way up to that because that's like the biggest one that I probably will have to debate with myself with quite a bit. Let's go to the bottom and kind of see what we got here, and we'll kind of decide. All right. Most anticipated, we got 007 First Light, GTA 6, Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and Witcher 4. Wolverine, that's kind of easy for me personally. Like, GTA 6 is probably gonna win because it's fucking GTA 6. But again, for me personally, it's Wolverine. I'm excited for Wolverine. First Light probably the runner-up in that one. Content Creator of the Year, don't fuck with any of these people but esports don't care. Esports athlete don't care. Skip all the esports. Games for Impact. I forget what that means. But I see South of Midnight, so that got my vote. That's who I would vote for. I ain't played Wanderstop yet either. That was on my list for games to look out for, and I haven't played that either. Best indie debut: Blueprints, Expedition, Desplote, Dispatch, and Megabonk. I clearly vote for Expedition 33. But low-key, I'd probably give a vote to Dispatch. I have not played it, but I've heard good things. I played the demo. Thank God for demos, because if I didn't play the demo, I would have not known that game had as much going for it as it would. But I vote for that just because I know Expedition 33 is going to get a lot more, and probably a lot more bigger awards. So I'll throw my vote in for Dispatch. Community support, BG3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers. I can't lie, Baldur's Gate 3. The fact that it's the only one on here that's not a fucking online multiplayer game, and it's still getting continuous updates and support is kind of crazy. So that's probably mine. Best adaptation: Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell, Death Watch, Last of Us 2, Last of Us Season 2, and Until Dawn. I've only seen Last of Us Season 2, but I probably wouldn't get my vote. I probably wouldn't vote on any of this. VR, AR, don't care. Sim and Strategy, Civilization 7, Tactics, the Ivonclad Chronicles, Alters. I played none of these, so I wouldn't say. Racing Sports. I didn't play any racing game. I didn't play any of these, so I couldn't vote. Best RPG: Avowed, Expedition 33, Deliverance 2, Hunter Wilds, and The Outer Worlds 2. Only game I played is Expedition 33, so I might have to vote for that. Like I said, haven't played Outer Worlds 2 yet. I played like the first hour of Avowed, and I never went back to it. Not to say that it wasn't good, it just... Not to say it wasn't good, it was just, it didn't interest me enough, and there were so many other games that I was more interested in, so I gotta have to just pass that one up. Ongoing, Final Fantasy 7, Fortnite, Helldivers, Rivals, No Man's Sky. Rivals, the only game on here that I'm continuing to play. Mobile game, don't care. Indie game. Expedition 33. Haven't played Hades 2, but I really like the first Hades. I know Ballix Pit was pretty big. Absalom got great scores when it came out. Of course, Hollow Knight Silksong. That might end up winning. that might end up winning. But what's the difference between independent game and indie game? What's the difference between that? I feel like those are the same thing. Best fighting game, y'all know I ain't really a fighter guy. Twix KO, Capcom Collection, Fatal Fury, Mortal Kombat, Virtual Fighter 5. Family game, Donkey Kong, Lego Party, Lego Voyager, Mario Kart, Sonic Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. I'd probably go Split Fiction. That's another game that I'm surprised wasn't Game of the Year. I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. It's been a tough fucking field. But Split Fiction was one of those games that came out early and kind of put itself in as a Game of the Year contender, but kind of got moved out just due to the sheer competition. Action Adventure, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Silksong, Indiana Jones up there, cool, and Split Fiction. Let's go. Just gonna think this is slowing down my shit. Only game I played so far is Death Stranding 2. Playing that so far. Yeah, I probably guess it. It's funny because action adventure, and it's actually the parts of the game I like the most are the action parts and the adventure part. I don't like the fucking. I still fucking hate the fucking BT stealth parts. Actually, you know what? It's funny because I say that, but the other part I also hate is the fucking Call of Duty fucking first person shooter boss battle they have in that bitch. It was Mads Mikkelsen in the first one. I don't know what the name of the guy in this one is, but I don't like those parts either. Best action: Battlefield 6, Doom Dark Age, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Only one I played is Doom: The Dark Ages. Battlefield 6 was very fun. I played the beta. I haven't played these yet, but I've heard great things. This is a pretty tough competition too. Funny enough, I feel like the only game on this one that I've actually played, it probably has the less chance of winning. This is me just throwing a bone to somebody. Ninja Gaiden. Best score: Claire Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, Hollow Knight 6. No fucking South of Midnight. Are you serious? I give it to Expedition 33. Death Stranding 2 has some good songs on there too, but I give it to Expedition 33. Maybe did they have an original score on here? They fucking better. If fucking South of Midnight was on here, which it fucking should be, that got my vote. The fucking music and fucking music was fucking fire from South of Midnight. Best performance, 3 from Expedition 33, Charlie Cox, who was what the fuck's his name? I forgot his damn name. I forgot his name. I keep wanting to say Verso, but it's not Verso. Ben Starr was Verso. Jennifer English was Mael. Charlie Cox was the guy at the beginning. I can't remember his fucking name. Ghost of Yotei, Erika Ishii, who plays the main character in that game. Troy Baker, who's Indiana Jones in there. And Konatsu Kato, who I'm guessing is the main character in Silent Hill F. Who I would give it to? I feel like everybody's gonna vote for Charlie Cox, but it'd be between Jennifer and Ben. Just fucking Verso and Mayo's performances in that game were fucking great. Not to take anything away from Charlie Cox, but their performances. I might give it to Jennifer English for Mayo's performance because that was really good. Best narrative: Expedition, Death Stranding, Yotei, Kingdom Come, Silent Hill F. Expedition. Narrative, Expedition. Multiplayer: Arc Raiders, Battlefield, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction. Peak got best multiplayer now. That's cool. The only game I semi-played here, that's Battlefield 6. Best game direction: Expedition, Stranding, Yotei, Hades, Split Fiction. I thought Death Stranding 2 above this one. That or Split Fiction. Actually, I'd probably give it to Split Fiction. The whole, like, because if you're talking game direction, the whole fucking co-op idea you have to have in mind for everything, for the puzzles, the gameplay, the combat, all that shit is fucking great. That fucking section where one of them is like driving a motorcycle and the other was trying to log in and they got to do the fucking capture shit. That's funny. Best audio design: Battlefield, Claire Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Yotei, Silent Hill. Death Stranding 2 is really good. Yeah, it's so cool now that I play these on a monitor with headphones on. I can actually give better fucking thought processes to the audio of the game now. God damn, Expedition 33 is really good too though. I had to flip a coin between the two of these. Best art direction: fucking South of Midnight ain't on here either. South of Midnight is getting snubbed, bro. I can't lie, bro. South of Midnight is getting snubbed. We know why. The heavily black game can't get no love. No, this was a banger of a year. God damn, I should have got some water. I ain't played talk this long. It's been a banger of a year though. I will say that. Just the competition is just so fucking tight this year. It's crazy. Still a little pissed South of Midnight didn't get more love at the awards, but I can't be mad at it. Best art direction: Claire Expedition 33. Expedition 33. That's an easy one for me. The art direction. Game of the year. I say it's gonna take me the longest, but it won't. I've only played 2 games on this list: Death Stranding 2 and Expedition 33, and it's Expedition 33. Pretty fucking easy. That's such a good fucking game, man. Just everything. The characters, the story, the combat, the sound, which I'm pretty sure I voted for. I voted for it in all those categories. Everything about this game, man, is fucking great. And I'm so glad, because this will literally be like, what, the 3rd year in a row fucking story heavy game developed. Well, no, because Astrobot wasn't story heavy, but games made with just people, with just the dev team with just a really fucking passion just for making the games could will win game of the year. I'm not taking away from any other game in there, I'm sure, but like the story of Expedition 33, of it being a bunch of fucking devs who worked for fucking Ubisoft, who wanted to make something they actually wanted to fucking make just for the passion of wanting to fucking make it and just believing in the idea. And fucking Ubisoft, they didn't go for it. I would guess. They wanted them to make another fucking Assassin's Creed and just stick to the formula. And then they fucking go out, they go on their own, they take a fucking risk, they do it themselves, and then they drop the fucking game of the year. One of the best games, and that's probably gonna be one of the best fucking games of like the goddamn decade. And like, that story is great. And you mix it with like Astrobot, which again was like a fucking platformer winning game of the year, which is again just, just outside the box. Followed behind from Baldur's Gate 3, which is just people who just doing it for the love of the game, and I just love it. So this year is a really, really fucking stuffed year. I don't see any game on this list that we could have the Spider-Man 2 effect. Was this 2 or 1? I think it was 2, right? The whole thing of the Baldur's Gate 3 versus Spider-Man debate. I don't see any game here where we'll have that problem. Because every game on this list is like a fucking gamer's game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see a lot of people who were screaming that Spider-Man should have won Game of the Year over Baldur's Gate, who also played Hollow Knight Silksong, or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Or got a damn Switch 2 to play Donkey Kong Bonanza. You know what I mean? I don't think we'll have that argument this year. I mean, it probably will, because there's probably gonna be some people who argue that a game like that should have been nominated. But we can't get it this year because every game on this list is like a fucking gamer's game. Yeah. And 2025 is gonna go down as a fucking amazing year for gaming. Just an absolutely phenomenal one, which is funny because one of the biggest arguments of this year was the fact that gaming is dead. So yeah, but I will say we'll enjoy it this year. We gonna enjoy it this year because what was it last year? Wukong, Black Myth Wukong. That was their game last year, and then like I said, Spider-Man before that. So I don't think we got one this year, but we got to enjoy it this year because next year these motherfuckers are going to be loud next year. GTA 6 and Wolverine dropping in the same year. That's the fucking second coming of Jesus for these for the casual gamers out there. All people screaming gaming is dead. Yeah, that's gonna be like the second coming of Jesus to these niggas. Yeah, look at GTA and Wolverine in the same, and I'm looking forward to Wolverine. I'm anticipating GTA 6, but like I said, GTA is GTA, But yeah, next year these motherfuckers gonna be loud, so we gotta get ready for that. All right, but anyway, that's it for this video. That's all I wanted to do, just kind of talk about some of the gaming stuff, go over the Game Award nominees and shit like that. But yeah, so hopefully this will turn out to be a double-edged sword, and when I do my news drop next week, there'll be fucking nothing to talk about in the gaming sphere next week. But I guess we'll find out. So anyway, that's it for me here. My fucking my shit is I'm just cotton mouth right now. Thank you all so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Till next time, everybody, always remember to stay watching, to stay playing, stay awesome, and most importantly, to stay safe out there. Till next time, everybody, I'll speak to you later. Goodbye.